Konnichiwa, this is Alyssa with Rice in Japan. Today I want to talk about 5 surprisingly common types of clothes in Japan. I just want to say I'm not an expert in Japanese culture. I've only been living here for 2 months and a lot of that time I've been in self-isolation. So take this as I'm sharing my observations and you can maybe do your own research along with me. So number 1, and this made me laugh probably the most on this list, is fanny packs. Fanny packs are so popular in Japan. I would say they're very much the norm. Now, fanny packs have become, I would say, trendy in the last couple of years in the US, but they're definitely not the norm. If you saw someone on the street with a fanny pack, it's something you would notice. Whereas in Japan, it seems to be very normal. And with a wide demographic, whereas in the US, it's mainly younger people trying to be trendy or older people on vacation. Those are kind of like the stereotypical demographics for a fanny pack. In Japan, it's everyone. Everyone from like young adults to older women. Everyone is using them. I think they're using them like purses, probably. So sometimes in stores, there's like a basic section. Especially in Forever 21, you'll see like basics shop, I think is what it's called. In Japan, if you go to a clothing store, like I went to, what is that called? Where did I go? Uniqlo. I went to Uniqlo, and one of the many things in the basic shop was a fanny pack. I feel like you would not find that in the basic shop in the US. Also, by the way, I'm American, if that wasn't immediately obvious, and I'm going to be comparing a lot of stuff to American culture as I've experienced it, because I'm from America, so that's my line of reference? Is that what that's called? My base of reference? My... whatever it's called, doesn't matter. We'll use a line of reference. You know what I mean. I'm gonna be talking about the US a lot, sorry. But anyway, I actually bought my own fanny pack, which I never thought I would do, but I just see it everywhere. I don't like purses that much, so I decided to go for it, and I really like it actually. So I would highly recommend giving fanny packs a try if you haven't already. Next, also makes me laugh, Crocs. Now when I say Crocs, I don't mean the brand, I mean the style in general with the holes in the shoes on the top. Crocs are definitely popular in the US, so that's not necessarily what's surprising, it's just how popular they are in Japan. So in the US, it's very normal to see someone wearing Crocs. However, you wouldn't find Crocs sold in the dollar store. Crocs are sold in the dollar stores in Japan. The 100 yen store, which is equal to a little less than $1, I think like 83 cents or something. I'll put the exchange amount on there. So a lot of Japanese people will actually use them as slippers, like in their house, since with Japanese culture you do have to take your shoes off at the entrance. Like it's, like in the US you usually do, but it's kind of an optional thing. Like you can kind of go in and out with your shoes. In Japan, it's very rude if you go into a house without taking off your shoes. So a lot of people opt to wear slippers just for the indoors, and I've noticed that a lot of people use Crocs, and actually I've started doing the same thing. I bought the cheap Croc style shoes at the dollar store. Usually I never thought I would buy Crocs because I really don't like the way they look, but the style I found at the dollar store I really like. So again, along with fanny packs, Japan has really changed my opinion. So number 3, it's kind of a duo because I see them a lot together, so I'm putting them together. So long skirts and baggy shirts. I'll talk about long skirts first. So again, it's not that long skirts aren't a thing in the US. They definitely are. They're just extremely popular in Japan. Like they're part of the basic shop, definitely. Whenever I think of long skirts in the US, it's definitely a little more niche, and it kind of looks like you're trying to dress up a little bit more. Whereas in Japan, it's very casual wear to wear just like a simple long skirt. So there's some differences in, I think, context there. And then along with the long skirts are really baggy shirts. I personally love baggy shirts. And whenever I first got into Japan and was in the city, I saw so many young people wearing just excessively baggy shirts. And they often paired these baggy shirts with the long skirts. So it's kind of like a trendy thing to pair them together, like baggy on baggy. This does seem to be more of a trendy thing. I don't think I've seen a singer. Let's try that again. I don't think I've seen a single older person wear like a really baggy shirt, like purposefully very baggy shirt. So I do think this is more of a trendy thing than just a universal Japanese fashion thing. So number 4, again, I'm going with a theme, so there are 2 items here. One is a sun hat. I don't know if they're officially called sun hats, but that's what I call them. So they're just the hats with, it's just a normal hat with like flaps around them. And I've seen like southern hats where they're just kind of, the flaps are more exaggerated. That's what they remind me of. And people seem to wear them as kind of like visors, or like most people in the US would wear like baseball caps. Specifically, older Japanese women, I think, use like the sun hats to protect them from the sun. And then another thing kind of going along with that would be parasols. Now this, I don't see anybody in the US using parasols for the sun. And this seems to be younger women are using parasols. It seems a little niche in Japan, but still common enough that if I go outside on a sunny day, I will see at least one woman using a parasol. But it does seem to go along with like a more cutesy, kawaii style thing. So number 5, I'm cheating a little bit. This is a lack of category. So this is what I've noticed Japan doesn't really have. And I am an English teacher. And that is sweatpants and jeans. So sweatpants, this is very unfortunate, but I've not seen any Japanese person out in public wearing sweatpants. Now I know they exist here. I know people wear them because every store sells them, but I've not seen a single person out in the street wearing a pair of sweatpants. Whereas like in the US, if you saw like a girl in like a ratty bun up like this and they're wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants and flip-flops, you wouldn't bat an eye. But if you saw that in Japan, I mean, I've just never seen it. It's not a thing. So, ripped sweatpants, I would still wear them out in public though. In Japan, I'm not ashamed, but it's not normal, in case you were wondering. And going along with that, jeans, I want to say there's 2 people that I've actively noticed in Japan wearing jeans. Now, to be fair, I am not the most observant person, so there could have been a lot more that I just didn't notice. But overall, what I will say is jeans are significantly less popular than they are in the US. I mean, the US, jeans are a staple, and some people wear jeans every single day. Whereas Japan, it's just very rare to see jeans. And I think jeans are kind of more like a trendy niche thing. I have seen younger people well, two. The two people I've seen wearing jeans are younger women. So they seem to be like a niche, stylish thing, but not super common. Out of all the things I've listed, jeans are probably the least common to find in a shop. Like, I went to Uniqlo, and I don't think I saw a single pair of jeans there. And that is crazy to me because it is such a staple in typical American clothes. So that was a huge surprise for me. And I still wear jeans all the time, but I definitely feel like I stand out. Okay, so that's everything. So my 0 subscribers, what did you think about my list? Was there anything on here that was surprising about Japan? Or did you learn something about the US maybe? Reppin' the culture. Anyway, alright, thank you for watching. Matane!